Hi everyone, I've received a new 8TB hard drive with Hyperspin. This is a 350 system Hyperspin drive. I'm not sure where it come from. It come from a customer wanting me to configure it. I've done a lot of tests on it. The Xbox controller seemed to work perfectly fine in the system, flawlessly if you ask me. There is a couple of systems like where I've got to easily configure just so it loads up properly and exits properly, but most of these systems are loading in. I will be doing I will eventually in the next couple of months replace my existing drive with this drive, with this Hyperspin. I won't be offering it as a free upgrade to customers, existing customers in existing builds. Like I say, I've got a lot of configuration to do. I've been in configuring the Sega Genesis as well as Sega Mega Drive, because there's two on here. There's a Genesis and a Mega Drive system on there. I've done like the snares and that, so I've got the left buttons, right buttons and stuff all configured. I've been looking at a couple of these systems and some are really cool, man. You've got like Sonic the Hedgehog 4 on there,
Loading.
Reaper and a few others. There's also just a ton of rehashes of MAME with cool menus and stuff. There's also like the Sega hacks and SNES hacks and stuff like that. Yeah, the Sonic's really cool. I had the kids playing it earlier on. Both Xbox controllers seem to work perfectly fine with it. I've been looking at the settings in that it should be perfectly I should be able to perfectly configure it with the Zinmo controllers to work on most of the systems. Then I'll have to go in and do me configuration for the Zinmo controllers as arcade sticks for the next gen titles like Street Fighter 5, stuff like that. I will be adding Tekken 7 to this drive. I'll be adding Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I'll be adding Injustice 2, so I'm going to have to remove some stuff. I'm going to have to find out what the larger systems are and remove them. I don't want to remove the Wii games and stuff. Like I say, I've done a test on the Wii U games. The controllers all seem to work fine. I haven't done a full test on all the games, and then I believe I'll move my shaders over from my previous system to this system. So there's some testing,
Loading.
some games to test out. The MAME seems as big as my other one. Seems to have an error on that, but I can always change or swap over my existing Wii U stuff. That seems to work great. So I've got existing Wii U stuff that loads fine, so I'll swap and change some configuration and test everything. Like I say, it'll be a couple of months before I get it fully up and running and fully configured. Like the Wii U stuff in that, I would say 90% of what I have tested loads in perfectly and works perfectly. I haven't tried OpenBall yet. I've tried to get into most of the main systems and test them.
Extracting
test them.
file.
The menus
Extraction complete.
Look really clean. The load screens are cool. I mean, there's a lot more load screens on the system. Like I say, as for configuration goes, the controllers are perfectly configured. There was easy, had all the registry files that it needed on the drive, so that made things a lot easier. It seems to be all configured with joy-to-key, not X-Platter. I like X-Platter. Configured with joy-to-key and it works really well with it. Like I say, I haven't come really across many issues. But it is a fresh test.
The time of retribution.
I've spent a few hours on it.
Decide your destiny.
Like I say, I've been in Retro Arch doing my test and configuration. everything seems to work perfectly fine with 2 players. I know the main stuff is going to work, or any rehashes of main is going to work because it's all linked. But I will, when I set up the Zinmo controllers, I will have to rechange some button layouts, which will be button 7 start and select. 6 and 7 would, instead of being on a control panel, they would be on a front panel. And then the other buttons would be mapped to the other controls, but it's not a huge deal. If existing customers wish to upgrade this in the future, I mean, you're going to have to pay for your unit being sent back and then it being rehashed, basically reconfigured with the Zinmo controllers. So some moving the wiring around is going to have to be done. I mean, it's not ideal. I would wish to upgrade my current version. I mean, it's a brilliant build. It's got some great systems on it. This has just got a shit ton more. I mean, I'm going to lose a good 50-60 systems easy off this. I know I'm going to come across some systems that I don't like. So I'll probably remove a good 50 systems off this. But there is a lot more than the other setup. To be honest, it's a lot of rehashes of MIM. Like I say, I need to bring up about 120 gig space, free up 120 gig space. But there's just some systems I never got working, or I've not even seen on my previous system, which is cool. And they all seem to, I mean, most of the stuff I've loaded is loaded in perfectly fine, and that I'm still, like I say, still going through stuff, still testing. But all the controllers seem to work great. I have had to configure RetroArch for Street Fighter. Always test Street Fighter on SNES and Mega Drive and stuff like that. So I've had to reconfigure them so you've got your hard kicks and hard punches at the top, and then your A, B, light punch, light kick for your controllers. Yeah, seems to work great. Buttons seem to work fine. Like I say, I will be also doing a personal build, maybe a Mortal Kombat 11 machine. Yeah, so I'll be doing some sort of Mortal Kombat 11 machine. The music's distracting us. I'll be doing a Mortal Kombat 11 machine with GTX 1070 Ti graphics card in. I believe Ryzen 7's in this machine with 16 gig of DDR4 RAM. I'll put this Hyperspin system with it when it's complete, so it'll be a few months yet. I will be charging quite a bit for this system. I won't be undercutting myself for a quick sale. So I'll do something cool, Mortal Kombat 11, and I'll also, because this system has Steam set up, I will be doing some tests. Windows 10 seems to be tested really well. It seems to be working really well with Windows 10. I will try online capabilities, disable any outgoing and incoming connections other than the Mortal Kombat 11 Steam, anything running through Steam. So like I say, I've got a lot of testing to do. I also have Mortal Kombat 11 on here ready for a Mortal Kombat 11 machine. So I have a Steam profile for a SHAR-KADE cabinet, Mortal Kombat 11. I've got some Zinmo controller tests to do. It's pointless having it on there if the Zinmo controllers don't configure well with Mortal Kombat 11. So I will be, like I said, doing some tests. I can always joint a key it if needs be, but it's got to be flawless. So yes, like I say, just a ton of stuff, just hundreds and hundreds of systems. You've got the Sega Ring Edge on there, also Ring Wide, also Tekno Parrot. I've loaded a couple of the games. Some games don't load, some games do. I've looked at the files, it seems to have the games there, and there's a couple of errors which I've had before and I've repaired on the previous version. So I will maybe chop and change between the two versions of Tekno Parrot that I have on my other system. I'll just have a look here, see if Tekno Parrot is there. So you've got the ring edge, ring wide, and then the Tekno Parrot menu there. I haven't tried this poking. I believe Outrun works.
Loading.
Be interested to see if this works. But all the systems and stuff I've tested, the controllers seem to work perfectly fine. It seem to be configured really well. There is one or two that require keyboard. I think the Locomote or whatever it's called games. Them one or two of them require a keyboard. I may remove keyboard games. I'm not sure yet. I'll just leave them on there and give the customer the option. So, like I say, Tekno Parrot does work. I've had a couple of them working, some don't. It doesn't have House of the Dead 4 on, so I will be sending mine over from my other hard drive onto this. Haven't got a lot of time to be, because I've got a lot of work to catch up on. I'm doing a day on, day off, because I've got the kids for the summer holidays, so I'm having to find someone to watch the kids as I can get into work. I don't get much time with my daughter, so I try and, because she's off for 3 weeks, I've got to spend as much quality time as I can. So I am a little behind on work, but I am getting there. I'm catching up with the current Street Fighter cabinet. Yeah, so let's have a look. I haven't tested second controller, it's all in Japanese. I'll do a test, see if the second controller works and stuff, but this seems to look okay. There's some systems that don't exit straight out. That's just a rocket launcher setting. I've got to change on a couple of the systems. The quality of this looks cool also. Looks like it's emulated well. I believe this is also a Wii U game. But this is, I believe, the official arcade version. It seems to be playing really well. The Japanese voices are cool game, man. I played it before on the Wii U. Yeah, it seems to work brilliant. I'm really happy with that. It's a game I didn't have set up on the other system. I think I tried this Raiden 3 and it didn't work, but I'll give it a go. There's some Taito Type X stuff I've got to go through, rocket launcher as well, and test. Wait, just reconfigure. I know some of the configuration is standard to fix. I believe Outrun run really well. But like I say, I'll go through all the systems, every system, make sure it's working. If it's not working well and I can't get it fixed, I won't spend a huge time on it, I'll just remove it. But I would say 80 to 90% of these systems that I've tested already seem to work without a hitch. There's no issues, it loaded straight away, everything else, there's not a lot of configuration. Where my other drive, I had to configure it from scratch. I mean, from the ground up I built it. Like I say, I am going to do a rehash of both, but keep this as a main base system because the configuration is outstanding.
Get ready.
Like I say, a lot of the systems will be Xbox 360 only. I'm not going to mess on too much with the settings to get them working with the arcade sticks for certain games and systems. I mean, fighting games is a must on the arcade sticks. Games like these driving games, I mean, should be on a controller anyways. This looks cool. Outrun, man. It's a cool game. It seems to working really well. Buttons seem to all be working great, seems to work fine. A lot of bloom on this game. I don't know if that's intentional for the game. So then, before I get stuck playing Outrun all bloody day, got a nice Tekken collection like the previous cabinet. I will add Tekken 7, like I say, to that list of games. PS2 games seem to be running really well, of what tests I've done. So there'll be some little configurations need to do, but I will keep a lot of them, like I say, the Xbox controllers. So as of standard, I'm going to start using the Xbox controllers for the analog type style games. There is a lot of the repeats of these games anyways on other systems that will work with arcade sticks, so you're not tied to one system. It's also got this, I didn't realise what it had, is it Nezica Live? That's another system I couldn't get working previously. But yeah, some really cool stuff, man. Some really cool games. Like I say, I'm still going through them, still doing tests. Like I say, also I'll be doing the Mortal Kombat 11 machine. I'll probably make that into a bar top, make a bar top version of it. That will also come with a HDMI out. I may even be giving away a 4K. I made the give away a 4K TV with that one, with a sale of that. It will have a HDMI out, it'll have USB outputs, USB 3 outputs. Also the Mortal Kombat 11 is a main base system game on Steam, so I'll get the Steam settings, I'll rehash them, and I'll do a load in a menu for Mortal Kombat 11. Try and get it to be direct into the game. And there's just so much stuff on here, so many cool menus and systems. Like I say, as you can see, a lot of them are rehashes of MAME. These are just all the soccer games in MAME put in a simple menu. I've got some Neo Geo stuff to test out. But I will go through each and every system, testing each and every game. It's a brilliant, like I say, a brilliant setup. I don't know where it come from, but like I say, I will be sitting down, going through, doing my configuration, getting them all working perfect. Then I'll mount the Zinmo arcade sticks, and then I'll do tests with the Zinmo arcade sticks, and then I'll also be doing tests with some aim track guns. But to be honest, I'm not doing systems with the aim tracks at the moment. They've got them new Sinding light guns, and they're meant to be a lot better product than the aim track. Aim track can keep needing calibrated and stuff. But yeah, a lot of systems to get through, a hell of a lot of systems to get through and test, so it will be a few months yet. So I'm gonna stop the video and exit Hyperspin and stop the video. Leave a like, share and subscribe to all my content. If you're interested in a SHAR-KADE cabinet, contact us at dean@sharkade.com. We'll do amazing systems, all customised from the ground up, from £1,400 for a 3TB Hyperspin system. Them come with GTX 1060 graphics cards, 8GB of DDR4 RAM, and they come with an AM4 quad-core CPU. Our 3TB systems come with games like Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat XL, Street Fighter 5, and most of the arcade systems you're seeing on there, minus the PS2 games and stuff. A couple of PS2 games, but not a huge collection, as well as Wii stuff. The 8TB come with a lot of Wii games, as well as a lot of a massive collection of PS2. Like I say, I'll need to remove some big files from this drive to make room for Tekken 7 and games like that, they're 50 gig a piece I think, so I'm gonna need at least 200 gig space. I may remove a lot of the PC games like Assassin's Creed and stuff off here, so yeah, I might remove Assassin's Creed and put the fighting games on like Tekken 7 and stuff. So yeah, share the video, like it, leave a comment as well, and I'll reply to you, ask us anything really, man, and I'll see you later. Bye.